heaven told moments ago in front of and this is between Sikkim and Jharkhand set for the 20 National Football Championship for the Rajmata Trophy. As the banners walk out into the center, this fixture will be seeing two teams of pretty ferocious intensity taking the yard here. Both the teams, Sikkim and Jharkhand, they will be hoping to wreak absolute havoc here at the Kishore Bharati Kridangan. Dressed in their signature dark blues, infused with a bit of sky color as well. On their threads, it is Sikkim, who's stationed on your left, and stationed on your right, dressed in their white with a tint of green, is Jharkhand. A few moments ago, it was pouring cats and dogs here in the city of Joy. At the moment, though, the rain currently hasn't got the kind of sting that you would usually expect it to see. But once again, with the rain away, you can expect an absolute crackerjack of a fixture. We'll quickly try and introduce you to the two teams. But before that, the captain of both the sides will be heading out to the center to have the toss. Leading Sikkim is Nimita Gurung, an experienced campaigner, and leading Jharkhand is Viksit Bra. Viksit Bra, another pretty seasoned name in the women's circuit. Of course, both the players will really like to showcase their utmost ferocity if that is possible. But then on a rain dampened surface, it's kind of tricky at times to figure out who's doing or who's taking the best possible yard. Their utmost ferocity if they are in. We'll try and introduce you to the playing 11 of the sides and the subs as well later. But before we head to the playing 11, just to quickly, that's the starting 11 for both the sides. For Sikkim, Smita Sundas, Nimita Gurung, their skipper, Angel Subba, Muskan Subba, Kushum Chetri, Simran Gurung, Dichin Lepcha, Jolmo Tamang under the sticks, Limbu, Lakshmi Tamang and Shriya Thapa. For Jharkhand, it's Jochna Bara, their goalkeeper, Alka Indwar, Anita Dungdung, Mamta Kumari, Anushka Kumari, Neelam Tirke, Kajal Kumari, Punita Kumari, Roshni Tigga, Shivani Toppo, and at the end, their skipper, Vikshit Bara. Both the sides are pretty well equipped. The match officials for the day, the referee is Mahi Tudu. The two assistant referees are Abhirami T and Sujata Palit. And the fourth official is Neha M. So, of course, they will also have a very crucial and a very critical role to play here. And as things stand, this is going to be a blockbuster fixture. No matter the rain, as they say that Football is one particular sport that doesn't really take a backseat, whether it's in rain or snow or in sweltering heat that has been sweeping across the city over the span of the last few weeks. Of course, for both the teams, this is going to be a crucial matchup, considering the fact that they will have to find an early goal, keeping in mind that this surface can be slightly tricky because of the rain. There will be glimpses where a player kind of slip up. We will be kick-starting proceedings from 3:30. So stay tuned, everyone, till the time the players are in position for the onset of this fixture. We are finally underway, or rather, we are in position, and it is off the mark as kick-starting proceedings from the left to the right. Dressed in their signature dark and sky blues is Sikkim, and attacking on your frame from the right to the left, dressed in their signature white with a badge of green on their crest is Jharkhand. Both the teams will like to have that early goal. As things stand, it has been a decent start, considering the fact that the ball is rolling pretty well, despite a pretty dank outfield, and that's a slightly miscontrolled pass there. It would go out of play. So yes, of course, both the teams will really be hopeful of putting up the best possible display. The 28th senior women's national championship is underway here, and it looks like it's again starting to drizzle. This can be an opportunity for Sikkim as they bomb forth from the right. A lovely bit of setup there. It was Smita Sundas with a cross into the box, but that was not going to hamper, or rather that was not going to have a dent on the confidence of Jochna, who's under the sticks of Jharkhand. That's another lovely long ball. This can be trouble. Opportunity knocking on the doors, but watchful goalkeeping there from Dolmo Tamang, quickly storming out of a line and eventually taking care of the imminent danger. But we are just starting up here, and the things can be pretty chaotic. Both the teams kind of banking upon some box-to-box football. That's another release, another through ball, and Jharkhand was certainly on the chase there. But then once again, Dolmo Tamang, kind of a sweeper keeper, comes out of a line pretty often, circling around in her own box, just ensuring the fact that that the kind of high line of defense that Jharkhand would really like to deploy, that's successful enough. Because ideally, it's said that when it has rained before the game, the ground is pretty dank, you've got to take those long balls. This can be an opportunity all the way from the right. Good work there by Smita. Smita keeps the ball at her feet. That's a nice cheeky delivery into the box. Back to Smita. Smita comes in with the cross. Opportunity rattles the woodwork. Glorious chance here for Sikkim. Could have got their noses ahead. Unfortunate, however, the woodwork coming between the attacker and their aspirations. What a grand looking start here for the women in blue. Jharkhand will have to be careful. Sikkim look like they may have a chance. It's a free kick that is going to head their way. Simran Gurung was fouled from the back, and the referee Mahi Todo quickly blowing the whistle. Look at this chance once again. Another lovely opportunity. Smita with a gilt-edged cross there. And it looked like it was Simran with the header. Just couldn't get it into the back of the net. So close yet so far. But intentions as clear as daylight. Nimita Gurung, the skipper, with the free kick for Sikkim. Chips it into the box, and that would elude everyone, even the stretched arms of Jochna. And as things stand, we are still all fair and square here at the Kishore Bharati Stadium, even though Sikkim has kind of teased a couple of chances. Struck the woodwork once. A pretty eventful 3 minutes. Kickstart proceedings, we would say. That's an offside. The flag's gone up. It was Lakshmi Tamang trying to build from the left. Jharkhand will have to restart proceedings here. And a quick free kick taken. Gets us underway. Well, this can be an opportunity for Jharkhand. Looking around for opportunity, looking around for that space which can lead to further havoc. Oh, that's a fine setup. Sikkim back on the run. Sikkim looking around for more space. This can be danger. Smita once again have got a bit too far right. Could have been better if she was actually venturing into that central channel. However, the fact that she took it slightly farther kind of made the angle a bit acute for her to try and create a positive opening for Sikkim. But Smita Sundas, what a start this has been for her. Absolutely phenomenal. Throw in. Hangma Limbu. A foul throw. So it looks like Jharkhand will have the possession back in their favour. They'll have to be careful about that right wing so far. It has been a hornet's nest for them. Sikkim has time and time again. That's a brilliant release. This can be a chance with the flags gone up. So Jharkhand, it clearly looked like though that the player was ahead of the final line of defence. You will have to remain behind that. You cannot cross. Free kick in favour of Sikkim. Sikkim obviously the more dominant sides of the two so far. It's their captain Nimita Gurung has gone to launch it downtown. Jharkhand at the moment still to come up with a clear-cut opportunity. Here's another long ball. Well taken control of, but back with Jharkhand again. And now Jharkhand hopeful of putting it forward. Good exchange between Anita. But then once again the ball has slipped off from Jharkhand's feet. For a moment Muskan had a chance to break free from the right. This right wing has been the beehive of all possible trouble at the moment for Jharkhand. Time and time again Sikkim has infringed that. Time and time again they have launched their attacks frequently and predominantly. Here's a chance though for Jharkhand. That's a good setup, but look like Anita wasn't exactly prepared for that. Could have at least chased that, considering the fact that this is a heavy outfield, so the ball's not going to roll as slickly as you would expect. It's going to stop, it's going to get stuck. So obviously you'll have to wait and you'll have to possibly go forward with your chases, because on fields, on pitches like this, You never know when the ball tends to stop and you have a shot of possession going your way from which you can create something magical. That's a fine release, but then the captain, Nimita, was stationed exactly where she was supposed to and eventually gets the danger lines cleared. But by the time Smita could be at the receiving end of it, the ball had crossed the line. Throw in favor of Jharkhand. Not well kept. And this time, Sikkim will have the throw in going their way. They'll take their time. No real reason to rush. Over the course of the last minute or a minute and a half, it looks like Jharkhand is kind of comprehending the pulse. That is a brilliant ball. Unfortunately, though, Simran had to wait. Had she made the run, it clearly would have been an offside. So she had to step back. In fact, it looks like that it was an offside. Simran had already breached that offside barrier. The very hallowed final line of defense that we call the offside trap. Laid by Jharkhand, pretty successful at least until now. Sudden burst of acceleration, trouble there. And looks like Jharkhand may have a clear shy at goal. But just in the nick of time, a crucial intervention there from the Sikkim defenders, eventually saving the day for the women in blue. Could have been trouble had she got that second touch. The first touch was slightly heavy, kind of made things a bit easy for Sikkim. A nice header there. Good way to keep the ball under control. Lakshmi Tamang plays it further forward. Nimita kind of shot. Is it Nimita? In fact, it's Muskan this time. Muskan sets it up into that central channel. Simran back to Muskan. Muskan has an angle, takes the shot. But kind of an emasculated one considering the fact that the angle became a bit too difficult on that occasion because she was going pretty far right. So she had to balance herself. That balance is very, very critical when you're trying to take the shot on the turn. It's not going to be easy for you. An opportunity for Jharkhand there. Chasing hard enough. Kajal Kumari. That was a lateral pass there to the goalkeeper. Kajal, sensing a menace on the horizon, kind of followed the ball. And Sikkim needs to clear their lines if that defensive communication is not happening. Because that is an area which can be really, really risky. Kajal Kumari wanted to go forward with the run. However, the flank's gone up, so Kajal will have to return empty-handed from that foray there. But both the teams now coming live. Earlier it was only Sikkim calling the shots the first 3 or 4 minutes, but now Jharkhand looks like that they are sensing something dangerous, something around which they can build. And that's a poor piece of defending from the captain, Nimita. Oh my word, that could have been trouble. Oh, good. Oh dear goodness there. Had it not been for Dolmo Tamang's alacrity, Sikkim would have faced the music. In fact, Dolmo Tamang let it slip through a grasp once. Thankfully, she had it covered. But Jharkhand now looking a lot more dangerous. They're playing those forward balls. They're releasing those through balls with picture-perfect precision. And this game is turning out into an absolute swashbuckler here. That's another long ball. Onto that central channel now. Sikkim's got the ball back after a long time. It has been a while since they have ventured into the opposition half. Oh, that's a poor delivery. A bit of confusion there allowed Sikkim to get hold of possession. That's a fine release. Lakshmi Tamang on the prowl, but watchful defending there from Jharkhand as well. That's some solid defending. The defensive integrity remaining at an all-time high, which kind of still denies Sikkim. Once again, that right wing is exactly what Sikkim is banking on heavily. Opportunity, confusion, and the ball's gone into the back of the net, is it? We'll have to wait and confirm, though. It looks like the referee has blown the whistle, which means that's a free kick. There was a push on the goalkeeper, but for a moment, the entire Jharkhand defense was on tenterhooks there. Jochna had the ball under control, but then she kind of slipped up, and and a quick push there from Sikkim must have galvanized the referee in blowing his whistle. You've got to be extremely careful. You cannot let Sikkim off the hook, because the moment you allow them an iota of space, you may very well be staring down the barrel. Another lovely cross being attempted there, rather a through ball to be precise. That's another forward ball released. Sikkim has work to do. Simran on the prowl, but Jharkhand defenders look pretty good enough. Controlled that and eventually released it further forward. Oh, this can be trouble. However, good goalkeeping again. Dol Mutamang coming miles ahead of of her line rather. That was a slightly overpowered pass back to Dolmo again. She'll have to keep her guards up high. She's looked brilliant in occasions, and then there have been moments where she's looked extremely shaky. Something like this, a very poorly executed goal kick there. Or rather, a very poorly executed kick down to their own players. Another opportunity for Jharkhand, another fine flick, another brilliant release. Now it's a 3v1 opportunity. There is a player stationed in the far right. Another one channeled into that central position. Both the players going down, and the referee says that's not going to be a penalty. It's all right. Jharkhand had a gilt-edged chance, but I reckon they couldn't really figure out the play who should have gone for it. Roshni Tigga should have allowed Kajal Kumari, and Kajal Kumari should have converged upon the ball. She kind of maintained that line which took the ball away from her, and eventually Roshni had to intervene. There was a bit of confusion once again. Jharkhand with another excellent chance going their way. Luckily for them though, no damage. Luckily for Sikkim, in fact, no damage was done. Quick throw and taken with a bit of confusion there. 15 minutes on the clock. The ball has gone into the back of the net once, but we weren't sure whether that was a foul or it came from behind the net. Back with Jharkhand again. Jharkhand, this can be another opening that they are looking for. Anushka was there. The possession back with Jharkhand. Another fine release onto that left wing. Kajal Kumari. Before she would have latched onto the delivery, Sikkim had their defenders back in position. That's well kept. Simran on the ball. Simran back to Muskan. Muskan launches it forward altogether. Oh, confusion. Simran once again. Simran looking for help. Help arrives slightly later. Back to Muskan. Muskan onto the right to Lakshmi. Lakshmi goes forward with the cross, but headed clear by Jharkhand. And now can Jharkhand launch an invasion of their own? They wanted to go forward with the long ball. It eventually did fall for one of their players. Unfortunately though, they had to be halted because the referee has laid down the law. Has laid down the law rather. Free kick in favour of Sikkim. Eludes everyone. The defenders will have to be careful. Another chance. Shot comes floating in, but blocked. Looks like a free kick from the edge of the box, which means Sikkim has a gilt-edged opportunity for themselves. Once again, they were kind of stagnating. Yeah, that clearly is a handball. The hand was outside the frame of the body. So no doubts in the mind of the referee there. And Mahi Tudu making the call what was necessary. Here's an opportunity. Looks like it's Simran Gurum with the free kick. She was earlier involved in a header as well that rattled the woodwork. Simran Gurung once again smashes the woodwork. Unfortunate, another shot comes in, but that's blocked. Oh, you just have to be kidding me. Yeah, like this is just incredulous stuff altogether. Twice in the first 17 minutes as Simran Gurung managed to find the crosswork. Could have had a brace already, a sensational free kick. The goalkeeper had no chance whatsoever. She was a mere spectator. Sikkim once again growing back in the game now. And looks like there was a bit of foul play involved. The referee not really happy with the challenge. Back with Sikkim. Sikkim down the central channel there. But this time the flag's gone up. So Simran Gurung, who's been one of the brightest stars for Sikkim, at least today evening, will not have much joy on that move. Jharkhand launches it forward. Decent action so far. Pretty fast paced. Both the teams don't believe in playing a cagey brand of football. They want to max out the results. Once again, a lovely bit of snatch there. Muskan Subba was the one with the snatch, and unfortunately Simran, well, it's understandable. Simran was kind of astonished with the decision, but then she was way ahead of the final line of defense. So in that case, she was well caught in the offside entrapment. Not much that she could have done actually. And Jharkhand eventually sends it further forward. Jharkhand kind of vying for the possession. Another long ball. Simran this time not really interested. Ball had a bit too much power, and Jochna was way out of her line there, which means Simran just scaling her options. Jharkhand back on possession. Another long ball there from Mamta Kumari. Oh, that's a poor bit of play there in the midfield. Opportunity, long ranger taken. But Jochna, she is a watchful custodian and she's not going to let them slip into the goal. You will need something better to beat the watchful eyes of Jochna, who's been pretty busy today as well. Both the goalkeepers, in fact, have been busy. Another ball released. Nimita will have a task cut out. Jharkhand trying desperately to latch on to the ball for themselves. It was Neelam Tirke who wanted the ball for herself, but eventually on that occasion, she didn't have much of a say. Back with the captain of Sikkim, Nimita Gurung. Sikkim, one of the footballing hubs of the country, has presented the country with countless talented footballers, whether it's men's and women's, and they have been absolutely incredible. That's an excellent bit of work there. But good clearance there coming in from Sikkim, but Jharkhand once again getting the possession back at their feet. They'll have to do better to keep the possession at their feet. That's more important. Kusum, a bit of twist and turn for her. And now another long delivery for Jharkhand, hoping that there was someone at the receiving end. Anita Dongdong is trying to chase there. That's brilliant bit of work out in that central channel. And eventually another long ball released in for Muskan. Muskan looking for help. Muskan wanted to release Lakshmi Tamang. Looks like Lakshmi actually crossed the line and went back. That has to be the case, because if that wasn't the case, then she wasn't offside. So if you've crossed that offside line once, you'll have to wait for others to come back up and get the ball before you can get back in the field of play. That's what the rule states. Jharkhand with another long kick there. Sent downtown and cleared away by Hangma Limbu. Throw in for Jharkhand. Jharkhand is trying to inch closer towards that goal scoring mark. Kajal Kumari with that throw. Danger lingers on there. Neelam Tirke was around. Ball's fallen back for Jharkhand. Alka. Back to Alka again. Alka releases it on the far right. The flag has stayed down. A moment of concentration lapse there from Sikkim. They thought that it was going to be an offside. Now in football, there's one stated rule for every single player. You've got to keep your guards up high till the time the ball isn't out of the play, or you don't hear a whistle. Quick throw taken in. A bit of confusion, a bit of chaos out there. Jharkhand now can have an opportunity. Takes a long range, but that was not on target. A few alarming signs here for Dolmotamang. And she's pulled off a few crucial saves. Had questions out there, but once that was taken care of, at the moment things look pretty hunky-dory. Back with Sikkim, they'll have to keep the possession at their feet because Jharkhand now is pressing high enough. Jharkhand, this is a lovely chance. Will a shot come in? Here comes the shot. That's the opening goal from the right. What a sensational strike there. Like predators sniffing out their prey after days of being famished. That was what Jharkhand was doing, circling around the Sikkim defense time and time again, injecting a high press football, rather a brand of high press football, and eventually that has yielded results for the women in white and green. An excellent exploit there, kind of pickpocketing her ways through the watchful defense of Sikkim. It was Roshni Tigga with a lovely snatch and a brilliant acceleration before a delectable trip into the back of the goal that eluded the outstretched hands of an advancing Dolmotamang. And that is why they say that it's a moment of madness that can create all the difference in the world in football. Unless the final whistle is blown, you keep your eyes on the ball no matter what. Jharkhand initially was being dominated, but then the way they have come back, that's absolutely electric, to be honest. Sikkim, they've struck the woodwork twice. They deserve a goal as well. They've worked hard enough. Muskan on the ball. Muskan sends in a forward delivery. The defenders chipping in. This can be an opportunity. There comes the shot, and that's dragged wide. What a chance here for Sikkim. And they are getting closer and closer as well. There was Lakshmi all set to pull the trigger. She did as well. Danger's not over though. Simran Gurung from the right. Is that a decent clearance? For now though it is. Back with Nimita, the captain of Sikkim. Jharkhand trying to snatch it away. Nimita with a long range, but that was off target. And once again, Jyotsna doing what she does best, coming out of the line. And wrapping her gloves around the ball. That's another long release. It'll stay in play. Dangers flashing out there. Neelam Tirke was right up the alley of Hang Malimbo. And Hang Malimbo eventually taking help of a bit of deflection. Getting the ball out of play. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. Once again, Jharkhand will have a chance to pickpocket Sikkim, but then Sikkim eventually reclaims possession for themselves. And now with every passing minutes, Jharkhand's defense is looking a lot more confident. Sikkim will have to breach it quick enough. Now from the right, it's Simran Gurung. Simran waiting for her players to arrive. Help does arrive. Muskan has a bit of space there, but won't take the shot. Another long release, hoping for one of those two players in the box to reach out for it. Sadly, it was not going to be the case, as a goal kick for Jharkhand gets us underway. Another quick tussle out there. Jharkhand has reclaimed possession. Wanted to go forward with a long ball. Jharkhand has kind of understood the memo. Understood the assignment. They're playing those long balls pretty perfectly, to be honest. But also they are trying to be just watchful in the midfield, like the way the first goal was scored. That was just an award of being watchful, being aware, and the opposition also making up a mistake. This can be another chance there, but excellent comeback there by Nimita Gurung. She had her eyes on the ball, knew exactly where her opposition was. That situational awareness, and that is very, very critical in football. Another long release there. And easy pickings for Jochna, who tantalized the defender into coming forth, injecting all her venom, but eventually she was not going to get out there. Back with Jharkhand, Captain Vixit. She sends it further forward. This can be an opportunity, a bit of push there. Anushka! And danger signs flashing again. Just in the nick of time there. Dol Mutamang clearing her lines. This could have been further trouble. It's a free kick right beneath the referee's nose. Once again, a closer look at how the foul happened there. She's trying to win the ball there, but that push was pretty substantial. The referee made, or the referee hesitated, didn't hesitate at all rather. Back with Jharkhand again. Neelam Tirke. Neelam wanted to send it to the far right. The ball has fallen back to the far right, but the flag's gone up. She was kind of diagonal to her teammate there, which clearly indicates the fact that she had been caught in an offside trap. So no troubles whatsoever for the assistant referee. Nimita sending it downtown. Back with Jharkhand again. Sikkim though reclaims possession. Simran's come a long way back. Now the long release, but Jharkhand defenders were in position. Back with Jharkhand again. Jharkhand does well enough, keeping the possession at their feet. And now the release from the far left. Flag has stayed down. Opportunity. Anushka looking for space. Oh, that's a nutmeg there. Excellent work. The ball still remains at Anushka's feet. Anushka smashed it into the back of the net. That's 2-0 for Jharkhand. And Sikkim's defense has been stunned and gobsmacked. Not much explanation to give on this goal. It was just poor defending. They didn't have one but two chances to clear their lines and they didn't take it. And Anushka, phenomenal finish on that occasion. On the first chance, she went through the gates of Angel Subba and then eventually through the gates of their captain Nimita Gurung, nutmegging her, setting herself a brilliant shot and then eventually spearing it through the hands of the goalkeeper Dol Mutamang. And this can be trouble at the other end. Another chance for Sikkim. And it goes begging. Oh, this is some ferocious box-to-box action. That is absolutely incredible football here from both the teams. The way they are playing, the way they are battling it amongst themselves. That's a glorious treat for the eyes. Another lovely shine. But this time, Sikkim will have to come back empty-handed. Half an hour of football so far. It's highly unlikely that there will be a water break considering the fact that it's rained before the game and it's rained mercilessly. Here's another attempt made by Jharkhand to try and shuffle the flanks. Send it towards the far right, maybe. That's a long goal kick there by Dol Mutamang. Dol Mutamang hasn't had much to do on both the goals. She was caught off guard. Here's an opportunity. This time Jharkhand knocking on the doors but has been denied entrance there. But Jharkhand keeps on persisting. The fact that they are pressing harder enough is what is leaving Sikkim slightly unsettled and phased. And if Sikkim wants to fight back in the game, they'll have to pull off better prospects. Hangma on the ball. In fact, a free kick has been given. Throw-in at the moment for Sikkim, is it? Or is it a free kick? Because it looked like there was an extended bit of hand. Yes, that's a handball given. Suju Hangma Limbo. She's going to be the woman. Launches it. A decent exchange between the two players. Now on to the far right. Can Sikkim exploit that chance? But the flag's gone up. Smita Sundas. Smita. Now to Muskan. And that has to be a foul. That was a clear foul. No questions asked. The two number sevens in action. Muskan Subba eventually dragging Neelam Tirke by the back of her jersey there. And this time though, Kajal Kumari will have to come back without a smile because that was offside. Free kick in favor of Sikkim. Sikkim has work to do. The way they started, they have found the woodwork twice. That's another long ball. Sikkim does well to defend. Nimita Gurung a couple of moments ago. It was Nimita, the final defender who was being nutmegged. That's another brilliant release. The flag should stay down because she clearly remained on side there. It was Kajal Kumari. Wanted to take a shot from range rather. If she would have latched onto the ball, gone slightly more forward, that would have been a much better chance, to be honest. Back to Sikkim again. 33 minutes, 12 minutes of regulation time remaining. This would have been a phenomenal release, though, if she would have actually managed to eke it through the watchful eyes of Jharkhand. Back to Sikkim again. Muskan sends it up. Smita from the right, but again, very good goalkeeping from Jyotsna. She was out of her line quickly enough. Another long ball forward, a bit of push and tugs. Here's an opportunity, goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. You've got a feel for Dolma Tamang. She's really tried her very best. That's another long ball, well controlled at the moment. And that's some fine work from Muskan Subba. But Muskan Subba eventually was outpossessed, but then a throw-in at the moment. Another throw-in. Sikkim still trying to find that opening goal. We know how a solitary goal can change the complexion of the game. At least that has done. That is exactly the case for Jharkhand. Sikkim now does well. Sikkim sets it up perfectly. This can be an opportunity. They were looking for some shooting space, but they have ran into a boot. Some melee of Jharkhand boots. Another opportunity, another brilliant piece of goalkeeping there from Dolmo Tamang. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Sikkim. Rather, it struck the referee actually. So he starts it off with a drop. Oh, this can be possible problems here. Sikkim with the chance. How on earth can they miss that? Simran Gurung, the goalkeeper, was nowhere in the frame of Simran. So which means Simran had miles ahead of her. She could have just walked up at least a couple of steps and could have placed that in any of the sides instead of going for that more audacious chip that tested, that made it a lot more difficult chance, or that made it kind of a 50-50 opportunity for her. And here's a chance once again though for Jharkhand, and this time, but by the time Kajal Kumari could have latched onto the ball. Look at this chance again. Simran. The goalkeeper way behind. The defenders were behind her. So she had all the time in the world. She just needed to keep on going forward, keep on driving at the goal. And could have just placed it well enough. Free kick for Sikkim. Muskan Subba. Once again stationed The last time it was Simran Gurung who went on to rattle the woodwork from the free kick. Here's Muskan, the goalkeeper, storms out of a line. Danger's not over though. But excellent defending there from Jharkhand. They are absolutely relentless. They do not want that unyielding resolve to shatter. They want to fight, and they want to fight for every inch of space that Sikkim is trying to garner for themselves. And Roshni Tigga. Roshni has scored that opening goal for Jharkhand. Further space ahead for Jharkhand. That's another long ball, but that will fall at the feet of Hangma Limbu. The ball's back with Jharkhand. Roshni. Back with Roshni again. Roshni sends it back just in the nick of time. Ponita. Ponita sends it further forward. That's another ball attempted to be released into the wilderness, but then it kind of met its match. And here's an opportunity for Sikkim as they come in from the left. But the flag's gone up. Jharkhand. Now from the right. Good interception there. But not entirely though. Another fine opportunity. Coming in all the way from the right at the moment. As the ball kind of ping-pongs off the feet of the players out there in the centre. Lovely chip forward. That's kind of a helping hand being given. Lakshmi Tamang, can she keep it in play? She does. Keeps the possession at her feet. Launches across into the box. Goalkeeper makes a hash of affairs, but then somehow the Sikkim forwards, they help Jyotsna to collect the ball as it kind of rebounded off both the players. Sikkim once again. Smita from the right. It's after a long time that Smita has actually latched onto the ball. And she wanted to just push it into the stride of the Sikkim attacker stationed up front. That's an excellent release. Constant tussle for the ball. And they have been denied. Jharkhand from the right. Jharkhand storming in from the right. Once again, they have the numerical advantage. They take a long ranger. What a strike there from Jharkhand! That's another sensational one, tearing through the fabric of time and space. Looks like it's Kajal Kumari who's found the back of the net, tripling Jharkhand's lead just on the edge of half-time. An excellent run once again from the right. It wasn't Kajal actually, it was Anushka again. What a sensational finish. Now that goal, that is the best of the lot. Talk about scoring screamers, talk about belting pile drivers, and it looks like Jharkhand, they have done an absolute masterclass of it. What a terrific display, what a dominant display this has been from Jharkhand. Class, absolute class there. That goal from Anushka Kumari, it should go down in history as one of the finest scored in this tournament ever. Received the ball, stormed forward. The moment she had the goal in her vision, she went bam, right into the back of the net. Excellent finish there. That's what class is all about. That's what form is all about. Another lovely release. Another opportunity for Jharkhand. They're coming closer from that right wing. Another shot, but this time dragged wide. They had chances and they had better prospects of scoring that goal. There were two Jharkhand players stationed right in the center. One of them was Neelam Tirke. The ball could have been squared off to her and she had an entire goal gaping at her feet. It looks like the Sikkim defense that has kind of wilted under pressure as Jharkhand keeps on compounding themselves in the game more and more. And the tussle continues eventually. Oh, the referee says it's okay. That's excellent body shielding there. Another fine release. And oh, what a run there from the right. There comes the cross. But then Dolmo Tamang, she was all right this time. She was all set. But suddenly Jharkhand, they're playing the football of a lifetime in Sikkim. Kind of chasing windmills. You're kind of non-existent on the field. Conceded 3 goals, and with every passing minute, look at this pass. No pressure whatsoever, and yet a miss pass by miles there. Here comes Jharkhand. What a sensational release, but this time, oh, the flag stayed down. Opportunity for Kajal Kumari. Could have done better. She only had the goalkeeper to beat. She could have just gone left or right, gone forward with a bit of dribbling there, maybe dropping a shoulder or a body feint, just thrown the goalkeeper off the scent, and that would have been a job well done. But then she went on to smash it straight at the goalkeeper, kind of throwing or kind of squandering the chance there. Sikkim, they are stuck in choppy waters. They're outplayed, outmanned, outclassed, and outnumbered. Smita goes forward with a feeble cross there, and out of nowhere, once again, ringing the danger bells against the turn of the tide, is Simran Gurung bursting forth to life, eventually clinching the first corner of the match. Is it the first corner or is it a throw-in? No, it is a corner, and it's going to be Muskan Subba with the corner. What a roller coaster ride this has been. Muskan floats it into the mix, and Jharkhand comfortably taking care of that. That's another long ball, but straight into the hands of Jyotsna, who's had a busy outing but has come out with flying colours throughout the game. That's another fine release there. And this time, Sikkim may have a chance. Oh, that is impeccable goalkeeping. That is absolutely brilliant from Jyotsna. The way she came out of a line, timed it to perfection, and timed the tackle to perfection as well. That's what you call brilliance. Chance here for Sikkim, but straight into the safe hands of Jyotsna. What a display this has been from Jharkhand altogether. It is absolutely sensational. That's another long range attempt from Sikkim, and that will go out of play. Jharkhand quick to clear their lines. That's a lovely bit of snatch there from Smita. Smita comes forward with the cross, but brilliant defending. And then kind of a half-hearted shot coming in from Smita that will go out of play. Regulation time in the first half is over. We are now playing in the additional minutes, whatever is being added on. Sikkim will need a pep talk in the half-time to regroup themselves. That's another long ball, but the goalkeeper was all set. This can be another potential goal-scoring chance here for Sikkim from the right. That's a fine bit of break there, but then good defending as well, to be honest, from Shriya Thapa. Alka with the throw-in, and that will go out for a goal kick. Anushka Kumari once again trying to latch on to the ball. What a game Anushka has had. 2 stunning strikes, 2 screaming strikes. And Sikkim has been completely out-muscled in this half. As they continue to try and keep the ball away from Jharkhand. They've done well, at least on this occasion. It's a fine run. The ball's back though for Jharkhand. Here comes Jharkhand Jharkhand looking for more space to score. Jharkhand has got space there. Roshni Tigga. Oh, that's some excellent footwork there from Roshni Tigga. Roshni Tigga unloads the shot. Could have been better. When it comes to the footwork, that was absolutely exquisite there from Roshni. The way she went beyond the reach, if not one but two defenders. It was an absolute treat for the sore eyes. Looks like it took a deflection along the way, so it was a save. And the corner awarded to Jharkhand, floated into the mix. Opportunity for Jharkhand still, but Sikkim gets it clear. And that should mark the end of the first half. A thunderous first half comes to an end. Both the teams playing an electric brand of football, but eventually it is Jharkhand who has the upper hand and who has the upper hand by a mile here. They have a 3-0 cushion as they head into the tunnel for the halftime. Thank you everyone for being so patient in the first 45 minutes. We'll now dive into a short breather and return with the second half of the contest. Welcome back, everyone. In the apologies for that. Welcome back, everyone, into the second half of the contest. As this clash is between Jharkhand and Sikkim. At the moment, though, Jharkhand has a convenient lead. Sikkim, what a start here to the second half straight away. Talk about stunning your opposition early. Talk about getting an early break in Sikkim. They meant business. Quick throw in. Another chance here for Sikkim. Sikkim tries to find their footing, but Jharkhand reclaims possession for themselves. That's a good tackle, a much more intense display out here in the second half. For sure, there was a pep talk that must have come from the coach of Sikkim. Sikkim may and just may have found the chance there that they were looking forward to, but then it was a difficult side volley. Jharkhand has acres of space ahead with the flags gone up. Just when it felt like they can literally burst forth to life and eventually condemn Sikkim once again. They had to return empty-handed as the flag went up. Nimita Guru, the captain, she was she had a difficult outing in case of that second goal, but since then she's been pretty good enough. She's looked solid enough. Her unyielding resolve in defending her team's fortress and at the same time going up in tandem with her players, that is absolutely brilliant. Similarly, Jharkhand has also matched her rounds for rounds. This can be a possible chance for Sikkim. Took a bit longer, but I reckon she had crossed that offside mark, and she has actually. So the flag went up. Coming in all the way from the right is now Jharkhand. And Anushka Kumari, the woman who scored those two stunning goals. That's a brilliant release. Sikkim maybe on a one-on-one opportunity, but such an emasculated touch there. Simran Gurung, she could have just buried it 6 feet under. However, it looks like the flag actually went up, so as a result, Simran may have actually withdrawn that shot. Didn't want to waste her energy on a vain chance. Sikkim this time looks like they have started with a purpose, but can they fructify that? They're not with that kind of passes. Good defending here from Jharkhand, to be honest. And this time played it onto that central channel. A constant chase there. Can be trouble at the moment for Sikkim. That was a brilliant bit of run there from Anita Dungdung. And Sikkim barely surviving on that occasion. And now Sikkim, they'll have a chance there. Good attempt made by Lakshmi. It's going to be a throw in favor of Jharkhand eventually. All the way back. Jharkhand once again, another fine release there. Constant tussle between Hangma Limbu and Kajal Kumari from the left. Kajal was denied this time. Throw in at the moment for Jharkhand. Jharkhand takes it quickly enough. Then at the end of the day, it was Hangma Limbu who got the ball back, but has conceded possession. Jharkhand still on it. Here Sikkim. Sikkim sends it down the ground. A good interception there from Jharkhand eventually clears the danger lines at the moment. Free kick in favor of the women in blue. Sends it screaming, sends it shrieking forward. Here's an opportunity. This can be a potential opening that Sikkim is looking forward to. That's $1 million release there, but once again, timely interventions. Lakshmi Tamang certainly was on the prowl, was in the position as well, but the defense has been so strong by Jharkhand. It has almost been unbreachable. That's excellent. Here comes the cross from the right. Once again, kind of flashing out the danger signs. Muskan Subba trying to open up the goal mouth. Back with Jharkhand again. From the right. Anushka. Sikkim reclaims possession. But Jharkhand quick enough to pickpocket Sikkim's overtly zealous first touch. Now that's an excellent bit of work there. Brilliant touch play from Sikkim. Oh, that's glorious. Will that be the first goal? There comes the shot and it goes wide by whiskers. Sikkim so close yet so far. You have to feel for them. It was such a lovely creation. No doubts about that. And yet it just didn't get into the back of the net. That would have been so good, to be honest. And now Jharkhand on the chase at the moment. Once again, the goalkeeper coming out off a line there. Danger's not over though. Back with Sikkim once again. Sikkim just trying to create those chances on the break, to be honest. Which means they'll have to try harder because eventually the defensive lines of Jharkhand, it has been so good. A tussle there, Jharkhand kind of crumbling forward and yet going for the ball. I think that is a commitment to the cause. And that's really good to watch. Back with Sikkim again from the right. And the defenses have been taken care of. So no real threat at the moment. But Sikkim will eventually come from the right again. Smita Sundas. Smita has had an excellent first half. The first 10 minutes kind of she dictated the game from the right wing. That's another long ball into the box. Opportunity lurking around Lakshmi Tamang. She was there. She could have possibly or she would have fancied a shy at goal. That's a foul throw. When you're playing at the top flight level, something like the Women's National Championship, you got to know that your throws will have to be in place. Another fantastic run, stretching herself. Back with Jharkhand. And Sikkim interrupts. A nice little pass out there to Lakshmi. Lakshmi does well. Plays it on to the left to Shriya. Shriya sends it back to Angel. Angel to Lakshmi. Back to Angel again. Back to Lakshmi. Lakshmi driving forward, is it? No, in fact, it's Lakshmi now. And Lakshmi releases there Simran. But Simran was blocked. And the goalkeeper not really able to collect that cleanly enough. Saw the goalkeeper off a line. What a goal that is from Sikkim. They finally opened the scoring, and it is Lakshmi Tamang with an absolute sensational hit there. Saw the goalkeeper off the line. The defender was stationed on the goal line. But look at the control. Look at the weight in the ball. That goal was all about the weightage. That is absolutely impeccable there. No chance whatsoever for Shivani Toppo as she remained a mere spectator. Sikkim's back in the hunt. And now Sikkim can look a lot better. They can start injecting more venom. That's another fine opportunity there, but Sikkim has been denied on their face. Here's another chance here. That's a brilliant setup. Jharkhand now may crack open those spaces. They'll have to try the extraordinary because Sikkim is a team that you just cannot write off. They'll come forward with more intensity. I mean, that last goal is just a blazing testimony. That's another long ball. And Sikkim on the prowl. This can be that opening, that change in the course of action that they were anticipating, they were hoping. And now, rather Sikkim, they are playing the high press brand of football that Jharkhand was playing out in the first half. That's how tides turn, that's how games change. Another long range effort there. But Jharkhand is at the moment unable to control the ball whatsoever. That's another long ball into the box. The goalkeeper coming out of a line there, Jyotsna. She has been summoned into action time and time again in the second half. It has been well intercepted. Back to Jharkhand again. Can Jharkhand carve open that Dominion that they were a part of in the first half? That's good ball control, to be honest, but it looks like it's also an offside. She went miles in and then had to come back. Another lovely setup. Headed away to safety. Sikkim. Back on the ball, back on the possession. Twist and turns around. Through the legs there. Excellent work from Shriya. Danger's not over. And now from the left, that's a bit of cutback attempted by Muskan. Muskan trying to create a bit of shooting space there. There comes a long ranger from Simran. And it's gone straight into the hands of Jyotsna. This has been a really, really tight encounter. With every passing minute, both the teams, they're just making this a contest to savor. They are making this a battle to enjoy. And there's a player who's gone down. We'll have to quickly confirm. It looks like it's a captain of Jharkhand, is it? No, in fact, it's Shivani Toppo who's gone down. She'll need some treatment on that occasion. And the medicos have been summoned into action there. And it's good to see that Shivani is back on her feet because eventually, at the end of the day, that's what matters. It's going to be a free kick here in favor of Jharkhand, we reckon. Yes, it's back with the goalkeeper, just showing a bit of sportsmanship for getting us underway. Back with Sikkim. Sikkim trying to forge open a chance for themselves. On from the left again. And it's Lakshmi, the goal scorer. This can be a potential chance. There is shooting space. There comes the shot, but a brilliant save there from Jyotsna. Throwing her body on the carpet to her right there. It wasn't the easiest of saves. It looked like a very powerful strike there from Sikkim. Apologies for that. Back for Lakshmi again. Can Simran latch onto it? Before Jharkhand, not really. Here's another quick opportunity sent into the center. Now running forward. That's a brilliant release. Jharkhand may be on their way. They may be sniffing out. Anita Dungdung from the right. Anita Dungdung with a long ranger. This can be that goal that they are once again looking for, and that's poor goalkeeping. The 3-goal cushion have been restored again, and it is Kajal Kumari with the finish as Jharkhand restores that 4-1 lead. That was disastrous goalkeeping, to be honest. A yellow card has come out. We're not sure who it was given to. Once again, look at this run there. Anita Dungdung, the goalkeeper, first and foremost misjudging the line, taking time to go back. And to be honest, we all are at ocean that what exactly was she trying to do? Was she trying to drag things back in? Even if she would have done that, she would have only made it a lot more difficult for herself. A change happening for Jharkhand. Pranita Limbo has stepped into the center. But what a display this has been from Jharkhand, and Sikkim's poor defense and questionable goalkeeping has kind of assisted them as well. That's really, really uncertain, to be honest. That's another fine setup, but intercepted there. Eventually, it eludes everyone in the process. A quick throw in at the moment. Slightly scrappy Sikkim. They may try and find out that opening that they're looking forward to. Sikkim with a fine run. Acres of space ahead of them, slightly onto the far left. Will need a bit more than you would expect them to center around. A decent touch between themselves. Jharkhand once again on the prowl, but Sikkim, they had a decent amount of speed there. Shreya Thapa, quick to fall back, quick to cover those grounds that was needed. Back with Sikkim again. Lakshmi Tamang. Lakshmi sends a lovely ball forward. Jyotsna has come out of a line and has left the entire goalkeeping. That's an excellent goal from Dichin Lepcha. Is it? In fact, it's Simran Gurung with the finish. We are far away from over. What a topsy-turvy encounter are we witnessing? One touch to change the course of the game. And that's exactly what Simran Gurung has done. Look at this, following the ball to picture perfect precision. One moment of madness from Jyotsna, and a feather touch and a very gentle nudge into the back of the net has made Sikkim come back 4-2. If they are able to find that third goal here, we are about to witness a mouth-watering A thrilling clash that will go down to the wire. If it isn't already brilliant enough, we are all set for a roller coaster ride. Sikkim, they are not letting Jharkhand off the hook at the moment. Back with Sikkim, another long ranger. Was the goalkeeper off her line? She was, but the ball didn't really have enough sting behind it. Good clearance there from Jyotsna. 6 goals have been scored. Do we have more? That's an exquisite release there. Acres of space ahead. The goalkeeper storms out of her line, eventually coming to her team's deliverance. And I reckon it's a moment of concentration lapse that must have happened for Sangeeta. She took her eyes off the ball, and as a result, the goalkeeper was quick to storm back. She was not aware that the goalkeeper was coming forward. That's a fine setup again. At this time, the goalkeeper of Sikkim, she's out of the line, and she's keeping a keen watch. Considering the fact that they've just found the second goal, they will be desperate for that third, and if they find that third before Jharkhand scores another one, you never know. And at the moment, though, Jharkhand has the possession. And Jharkhand once again hoping that they could have cracked open a chance for themselves. Reena Kumari was on the ground. Change, a twin change happening for Sikkim here. It looks like Abhishta Basnit is going to come on. And Dichan Lepcha is going to go out. Pranita Limbu will also be coming in place of Kushum Chetri, who hadn't really had much of a part to play in today's fixture. It's another fine long ball. The idea was to try and station out or pick up Smita on the far right. Another long ball. And Sikkim's not just giving up. Sikkim knows that they will have those windows of opportunity which they will have to utilize. They just need to be aware of the situation. They just need to be aware of what exactly is the storyline at the moment. Sikkim does well to recover that ball. Good body shielding in place. But Jharkhand, they are back on the ball. And now they storm forward from the right. It's Reena Kumari who was trying to latch onto it, but Shriya Thapa keeping her guards up high. Eventually clearing the lines at the expense of a throw-in though. Throw-in for Jharkhand. Mamta Kumari with the throw. Sends it into the box. Sikkim does well. It was Abista who just came on with her first touch of the game. Dol Motamang just urging her players to storm forward. She knows how crucial, how urgent that third goal is. If they're able to find that third goal quickly enough, Jharkhand will be under tremendous pressure. That's what they would like. Again, watchful from Jharkhand, but Sikkim also not giving up right now. Sikkim knows that they have it, what it takes. That's a good tackle there. Brilliantly executed by Reena Kumari. That is exactly why she was brought on the field. Oh, this can be danger signs flashing once again. Flag has went up. In that case, not much joy to be honest. From the far right. Oh, that is brilliant. That's treat for the eyes. There comes another long range. Good attempt, to be honest, from Anushka Kumari. She was looking for a hat trick, but then she had space ahead of her. Could have done better. Could have waited for it, rather. Sikkim once again. Jharkhand, they have reclaimed possession for sure, but not to be. Jharkhand comes up with another long delivery into the mix, but not really stinging enough. That's another fine setup. Sikkim with the chance and taken! What an exquisite finish once again! And this time it's Simran Gurung. The wheels are turning. The match is turning. And now it's Sikkim's moment. Another long ball, another phenomenal setup through the gates of a careless Jharkhand defense. And Simran Gurung was not going to miss up on that one. Saw Jyotsna out of a line. All she needed to do was chip to perfection, and she's done it. She's done it in style. What an excellent, excellent bit of work there. That's how it's done. Another chance for Sikkim from the right. Another shot comes in, but that has gone flying over the woodwork. What a terrific match this has been. Time and time again, it has constantly been changing ends from one end to the other. At this time, depositing the ball at the boots of one of the Sikkim players. Now the long ball being released, but Sikkim intercepting that. And now Sikkim may be on the way again. Simran, who's just scored a brace there. There was a nice attempt to try and set it up. Set to Simran up by Lakshmi. Simran on the chase. She'll have to rush though. Decent work again. Well kept and playing. And now coming in all the way from the left. Lakshmi. Not to be. That's another long ranger. Will it go into the back of the net? What a stunning way to restore parity would that have been. Jharkhand, they are under tremendous heat right now. They are going through fire and thunder altogether. And Sikkim wants to amplify all that pressure unless Jharkhand finds another goal here. Good goalkeeping as well. Sikkim bursting back to life in the second half. That is just brilliant. Throw in at the moment though for Jharkhand. Quickly taken, but doesn't really find out that opening there. Reena Kumari. Throw in for Jharkhand. 73 minutes on the clock. Alka Indwar. Alka exchanges. Wanted to exchange that with Reena, but Reena couldn't really get the ball back in the perspective. Mamta plays it all the way back to Shivani. Shivani sets up Vikshit. Vikshit plays it further onto that right wing. Sangeeta Hanstak latches onto the ball, storms in, but it looks like the flank's gone up, which means it's going to be a throw-in. Quickly taken in. That's another opportunity. A shot taken on the turn. Could have been better, to be honest. throw in favor of Jharkhand at the moment. Now the chip forward. Joshna, quick to come out of a line and eventually collect that. Good header there. Now from the right, Jharkhand still trying to make some space. Reena Kumari actually. Sikkim back on the ball. Does well to get it out of the danger lines. Danger's not over completely though. Sikkim now from the left. Back with Sikkim. Sikkim sends a lovely ball forward. Simran. Once again, the goalkeeper's beaten. Has the flag gone up? We'll have to wait and watch. Or is it a free kick there? A change at the moment happening for Jharkhand. They're introducing Kalpana Kumari into the mix. And Punita Kumari will be off. Well, the flag went up on that occasion. Sikkim's not yet done. Sikkim, this can be that equalizing opportunity that they are looking forward. So close. Danger's not over. Smita was out there looking around for a chance. And now Jharkhand, they may be on their way forward. Reena Kumari trying to run forward with the ball. She's eventually managed to overpower her marker. But the goalkeeper doing well there. Joshna barely clinging that away. But once again, excellent run by Anushka Kumari from the back. What a match this has been for Anushka. She's been a relentless predator. Every single loose ball she's found, she's kind of latched onto it. Look at this one. Once again, brilliant work. And it goes out of play. Now the change happening. For this time it's for Sikkim. As soon as the change happened, it was thrown into the mix. Pramila Rai has stepped onto the field, and Smita Sundas, who's had a great start to the game but then kind of lost her plot completely. Got a feel for her. It's not that she had an ordinary. Had actually got a very good start, to be honest. Back with Sikkim again. Sikkim now launches that forward. This can be trouble. This can be trouble. Simran, one-on-one. Danger's not over. Or is it? It is over now. But Sikkim's got the ball back. And now Muskan. Muskan takes a long ranger. Almost. Oh my word, this game's, it's just not to get over so quickly. It's supposed to come back time and time again. It's supposed to haunt all the players out in the center unless the final whistle blows. Goal kick at the moment for Jharkhand. And now Sikkim, they have reclaimed possession for themselves. This can be a chance for Sikkim, but again, good goalkeeping there from Jyotsna. Good exchanges between the Jharkhand players before they eventually go forward. And now Jharkhand, Reena Kumari on the rise. Reena Kumari sets it up perfectly. Dangers looming large. The shot being attempted, but very well blocked there. That's excellent defending from Sikkim. That's what they are capable of, and this is exactly the kind of football that they were hoping. Oh my word, that's a poor defensive work. That is a very poor defensive work, and Jharkhand has taken the advantage of it as they go 5-3 up. Heartbreak at the moment for the Sikkim defenders. Oh, in fact, they are alive, is it? It looks like the goal is not being given. There was a bit of intervention that came in from the referee, which means Sikkim can be on their way forward, can be looking forward, or can be finally at the receiving end of the break that they are searching for. There's a cross that comes in floating from the right, but it has been taken care of. Back with Jharkhand again. Sikkim trying to latch onto the ball from the right. Back with Sikkim. But they have not been allowed to storm into the mix. It's a good snatch there. Decent work, to be honest. And now Jharkhand, desperate for that fifth goal. Found the back of the net last time, but the referee's whistle kind of denied them the opportunity. And now, this time though, the defenders again made a hash of offense with the flanks gone up, so no harm done. A quick goal kick taken. Final 8 minutes of regulation time remaining. Once again, a quick setup there. Sikkim now from the left. This can be the opportunity that they were looking forward to once again. Lovely cross into the mix. And Simran this time couldn't just found herself stationed in the right position. Even though danger still not over. And eventually the ball goes out of play. Another throw in to be attempted. Quickly taken. Good exchange, to be honest. Back with Sikkim. One step at a time. Can they finally get the cross in? Here comes the cross, but beating Jyotsna from the cross itself is not easy. And now Jharkhand are on their way forward, but intercepted again. Sikkim goes forward with a long range, but kind of clueless, kind of haywire on that occasion. Could have been better. That's another shooting attempt coming in from Sikkim, but again, not really the best of chances, to be honest. Both the sides, they've kind of bared out their souls in this contest. They've put every possible opening for themselves, and now Sikkim sensing an opportunity. Another setup being attempted for Simran. But Simran won't be getting that hat trick, at least for now. Just that slender goal so far, separating the two sides. Both the teams, they've tried really hard. And now Jharkhand on their way forward. Well kept in play by Reena Kumari. Reena Kumari with an excellent ball there. That release, I mean, that was just gorgeous. But the flags went up as well. And here's a chance for Sikkim again to set themselves up. Muskan on the ball from the right. And eventually it is going to be a corner in favour of Sikkim. Can this corner bear fruit for them? All the salvo that they have shown in the second half, all this massive turnaround, I mean, that is just glorious to watch. It's a treat for the sore eyes. Here they come forward with the corner. Confusion in the box. The shot comes in. That's the equalizer. What a terrific turnaround. And it looks like it is Simran Gurung with a hat-trick. From 3-0 down, Sikkim has managed to restore parity. What a crackling encounter this was. Absolutely sensational. It was absolute frenzy inside the D-box. And look at how Simran, keeping a tab on affairs, quickly latches onto the ball, tracks back, turns around and boom, smokes it into the back of the net. And this game's still far away from being over. 4 minutes of regulation time remaining, and then whatever gets added on, we will be watching that. What an eventful second half this has been. Sikkim showing their resolve, showing their resolute integrity, their hunger to score over and over again. That's what football is all about. The iconic Bill Shankly once said that football is more than life and death. And this is exactly why. Another long ranger comes floating in. What a goal that is! A pile driver from range, a thunderbolt driven through the hearts of the aspirations of Jharkhand. Sikkim has clinched a lead for the first time in the game. And that's one of the finest strikes in the tournament. From range, received, brought down, chested down, sets herself up with a shot, with a step away from the defenders, and then bam, from Abishta Basnet into the top left corner of the net. What a dramatic outing has this been for Sikkim. It's hard to believe, but it is happening. Corner for Jharkhand. Can they make it 5-all? Anushka Kumari with the corner. Anushka floats that in the box. Danger not over, but Sikkim takes care of it. Momentarily though. And now Sikkim can be on their way forward. They've given the ball away. Jharkhand's back on possession. Jharkhand wanted to set up with one of their opportunities, but not to be. Back with Sikkim again. Back with the one who scored the hat-trick to restore parity. And now Sikkim is on their way forward. What a terrific, terrific half has this been for Sikkim. But Jharkhand on the ball. Reena Kumari on it. And not much hope on that occasion. Jharkhand now from the right. Anushka is out there. Reena Kumari goes forward with the cross. Brilliant cross, to be honest. All that was needed out on this occasion was to just receive it and power it into the back of the net. Neelam Tirke. She could have easily scored that equalizer, but then one moment of concentration lapse and it goes out of your feet. You've got to feel for Jharkhand, to be honest. You've really got to feel for Jharkhand. They dominated the game in the first half, started the game on a strong note in the second as well. But once Sikkim managed to get hold of the matches, of the midfield, of the game's midfield rather, to be honest. They were unstoppable. We're almost done with the regulation time. We still have a late twist in the tail. Whatsoever minutes are being added on. Throw in taken by Jharkhand. Most likely Jharkhand will be committing more women to the cause. It's a corner, is it? In fact, it's a free kick there. And a free kick from a pretty decent juncture. Well, you never know what awaits at the other end of it. Who is it going to be? It looks like it's Anushka Kumari though. Yes, it is Anushka. Can Anushka get herself a hat-trick as well? She was one of today's heroes as well. There comes Anushka with the free kick. Not really the best of free kicks, to be honest. Pretty emasculated. Good clearance there from Sikkim. Simran back on the ball. Could have been a better setup. But that run was not there from Muskan. So kind of anticipating the fact that Muskan won't be going forward. Jharkhand back on the ball, but Sikkim intercepts. Sikkim sends it further forward. Is there another opportunity? Jyotsna quick to get out of a line and collect that. And that will eventually go out of play. Throw in for Jharkhand. They'll have to rush. They'll have to hurry at the moment. Reena Kumari with the throw. Reena Kumari sends it further forward. Anushka trying to be at the receiving end of it, but Anushka has been beaten. It's going to be a throw in favor of Jharkhand. Quickly taken by Reena Kumari. Reena understands the urgency. Neelam was also out there, but Neelam couldn't really make much of that opportunity though. Another long range, another long release. I think they'll have to play on the ground if they have to score that goal. They'll have to control the ball. That's a fine setup from the right. Wonderfully done. This can be a potential goal scoring chance. Anushka comes forward with the shot there and eventually has found that corner as well for her team. Anushka, heart of a warrior. And they are not yet done. They are absolutely not done. Here comes Anushka with the corner. Danger! Locking out on the half of Jharkhand. On the half of Sikkim rather. But it's all hunky-dory. Oh my word, what a brilliant game this has been. And Jolmo Tamang, she may be down at the moment. She'll need some treatment here on this occasion. It's good to see that Dolmo's back on her feet. Good bit of push out there. Does well, another fine setup for sure. But, Dolmo almost slipping off on that occasion. Few minutes, maybe a couple of minutes remaining in this game. Can Jharkhand really make them count? Jharkhand still gunning for the ball there. And can they reach out at the end of the day? Kalpana Kumari in the box. It was launched again. The possession keeps on lingering on. Good body shielding there. But Jharkhand's back on possession again. Wonderful cross there. Could have been danger, but Neelam Tirke not close by. Jharkhand, possible long ranger is it? Goes forward. Opportunity. That's through the goalkeeper's gates, but the flag's gone up. Oh, what a dramatic, what a fairy tale ending would that have been for Reena Kumari. So close yet so far. That's an exquisite setup. We'll have to wait and watch. Was that an offside or not? From this angle, we won't make it. It looks like it was offside because the kind of distance that she had covered, it's kind of difficult to cover if she's not starting off early. So yes, she was possibly offside. but I won't be going ahead and giving out a concrete verdict in that one. And that's the goal kick. And that is that. Game, set, match. Sikkim walks away with the bragging rights. What a terrific victory for them. But Jharkhand, I reckon they should be stepping out off the ground with their heads held high. They in fact found that fifth goal as well, only to be nullified by a raised flag. Both the teams bearing their souls out, both the teams bearing out their 100% hard work. And I think Jharkhand, they kind of left Sikkim stunned. At one point in time, they were just running away with the game. But then Sikkim got back. Two players who need to be mentioned. One of them has to be Simran, who played a terrific game. And the other one certainly will be Anushka. And this is how it all happened. A quick glance at the highlights of this fixture. This is how Sikkim started pressing on. They rattled the woodwork twice. Simran could have got herself more goals, to be honest. Unfortunately, couldn't find it. And then came closer time and time again. This was the first goal. A brilliant snatch there. And a wonderful chip into the box. Again, absolutely brilliant, to be honest. And then Anushka bursting out to life, breaking past the barriers of two defenders before powering one into the back of the net. This was an electric run from the right before she unloaded an absolute rocket, helping Jharkhand on their way forward. And this was another incredible setup from Sikkim. This was the first goal. And what a brilliant placement. The weightage, the balance. Dangers weren't exactly over. The goalkeeper kept on making a hash of affairs and kind of handed over the ball into the back of the net. And from there, once Simran stepped up, that was it. I mean, she kind of changed the game almost single-handedly there and eventually ran forward, bursting open doors and windows of opportunity, eventually taking them. Then came this crucial corner. Look at how Simran backtracked from the melee of boots. Knew what she had to do, and eventually rocked it into the back of the net. And then an absolutely crazy and sensational finish. Not much that the goalkeeper could have done. That was the final goal of the day. And as the final scoreline stands, Sikkim 5 and Jharkhand 4. Thank you everyone for joining in. That's all from now. We'll meet you shortly in another fixture. Till then, take care, be happy, stay safe.